Hey everybody, welcome back to DoubleD Vintage Baseball Cards. My name is Dylan, and I'm doing a DoubleD grading reveal. And I also have an incredible gift from a commenter that sent me on a mission, and I found two insane cards that belong so perfectly in my collection. One of the best gifts I've ever received, period. And it's from a friend. His name is Brent. And I'm going to dive into that. But this is like a grading reveal. A DoubleD grading reveal. Now, if you guys aren't familiar, I'm doing these new... Where's that thing at? These Zion Mag slabs. Oh, here we go. Doing these things. Let's take back the hobby. I do 35 point, but this one happens to be 55 point, and you'll see why for a reason later. But shout out to Aaron Davis and Mangini for giving me the push needed to try these things out and go after it. So I had my wife create this insane label, and this is the serial number here. I'll get into that as we go. I've shared these before, but this is a reveal. This is like a grading reveal because I have over 100 and something cards in my backlog system to get upgraded into these slabs from my collection that I'm selling, my ungraded vintage collection that I'm selling. And I have more binders to go through, so I have more to pull. And I ordered like 250 slabs, and I got them in, so I put like 25. It takes a long time. I got to enter all the info. It's a lot of work. I have to hand cut with a razor blade every single label. But it's worth. I have a really enjoyable time doing it. I'm putting cards in slabs that I've had forever. I'm putting new cards in. It's opening up how I'm buying cards. All the above. But I want to get into this right away, show you guys some cards, and as I go along, I'm gonna be. It's just gonna be a lot of fun, you guys. So let's just get right into this insane gift that made me snowball down an incredible path. I mean, not really snowball. It wasn't even a skip. It was like a half step to this player who I've already should have had some cards of his. So with that said, let me put up cards that go with this. And one right here is none other than Hideki Matsui. I started collecting his cards, as you guys know, and I said I was going to do all one touches, but I decided to upgrade some, like this Hideki Matsui, because I'm trying to get one Bowman Chrome version card from every Bowman Chrome set. Kind of Mangini style, and get a set, one card from every set, but in a smaller form. Cards that I grew up collecting, Bowman Chrome. I was buying tons of this stuff. So I want a Bowman Chrome from every year. I want it to be just something special. So this will be one from this year. Now I can get more from 1 year, but the goal is to have an example of 1 year from every Bowman Chrome. So let's put this guy. I've shared that before. So that card, but let's look at the back too. This is a 101 autograph. It was like 45 or 50 bucks. And now I upgraded it. So took it out of the one touch right after I got the one touches, and then I got these like, oh, it's on. My eyes have been cleared. The sunscreen is rubbed off my eyeballs, and now I see the light. I don't need PSA to tell me what certain cards are worth and what certain cards grade. For instance, sidetrack on that gift for a moment. For instance, this Yaz 1968 Topps card, World Series game number 2. I don't need this card in a PSA 7 or anything other than looking as good as this copy right here. Look at this insane card. And then you flip it over. It's just beautiful copy. It is worn. You can see it better from the back that it's worn. But it's an incredible card. And you can get this for like 50 cents. This probably cost me $0.25 in a box at some point. And I've had this in my collection. And now I can upgrade it for $2. And I don't need to go hunt a PSA 7 because is this card going to be worth a whole bunch of money one day? No, I don't think so. Even in a 7, I don't want to put my money towards the the smaller, less expensive, desirable cards anymore if I don't need to. And I can still display them and have them. I would proudly display this on my wall. The centering on this, the image, everything about this card is beautiful. And it cost me all of $2 for the slab because I called them and I didn't work out a deal. I'm not sponsored. I just said I'm going to order. This is how many I plan on ordering. And they said, okay, well, this is what we could do. It ended up being $2 a slab. I ordered a whole bunch, like 250. Okay, so back to, sorry, I totally got sidetracked, but I can't help it. Yaz is smashing 2 home runs, and he's in a new DoubleD slab. And it cost me $3 total. It's like not even that. It's a game changer for me because I would have bought this card in a 7 for like $25 if I saw it. But now I won't because I don't need that to be a PSA 7. If it's a Bob Gibson or a Clemente, yeah, then I'll still be buying. I'm still going to be buying PSA slabs. I'm still going to be buying those things, but I don't need to on these small cards and some big ones too. However you want to do it, but I'm comfortable in the small cards right now, but putting them in here. All right, so back to this insane gift. I love this gift so much. From a commenter that you guys might know. His name is Brent. I told him he needed to do a channel, so, I don't want to say get something out of this. He did this out of the kindness of his heart because he knows I collect these players. And I put in this, let me finish this before I do that. Sadahara O, one of the greatest players to ever play in the Japan League. 868 home runs. I think that's his exact number. 301 lifetime batting average. And a teammate, he played for the Giants. The Tokyo Giants. And this is the card that I received. It's gold, which I collect all gold cards. You guys know I just love gold cards. I love the history of gold cards. 2021 BBM Masterpiece. And BBMs are Japanese baseball cards. I don't know what BBM stands for, to be honest with you. But I've had plenty over the years. And this is Hideki Matsui. Boom. Shigeo Nagashima. I hope I'm saying his name right. And I apologize to anyone out there if I'm saying his name wrong. And Sadahara O. And so I knew who he was, but I didn't know how good he was. And I don't have any of his cards because I only collect Sadahara O that played strictly in Japan series, in the Japan League. And Hideki because he jumped over, and Ichiro and Otani. I just love the history of that. I love Japan. I love the history of Japan. I love it. So for some reason, I'm always just attracted to, I think surfing too, because it's huge over there, and surfing, the waves in Japan are incredible. So there's so much that goes into my love for it. And koi ponds, and they raise koi, and that's where these beautiful fish come from that I raise over here. Just a lot of the Japanese culture. I adore the architecture. I just love it all. And so anyways, long story short, Brent sent me this card and I was blown away. This thing is gold, numbered out of 250. How he found this and why he sent this to me 100% free without nothing. Questions asked. And so, of course, you know where I went next? I went to, the internet to find out a little more, get some stats, and I printed some out. But first, before I forget all the facts that I read a few weeks ago, a really fun fact that I did read, and I'll show you what I printed out. I printed out the stats for him, and you can look those while I talk about this one cool story that I read. And Shigeo Nagashima, we'll call him Nagashima because I think I'm saying that part of the name correctly, and both in their first game in major or in professional baseball, they both struck out 4 times each. And then they both go on to have the greatest career ever. Funny when you forget standard words, right? Unbelievable. So let's just look at the stats right here of Nagashima. His batting average was .305. He had 444 home runs, 2,471 hits. His win-loss record. And then look at 11 times Japan Series champion as a player with O as a teammate. I believe for every one of those. 3-time Japan Series champion as a manager. So he's like Yogi Berra in Japan. I mean, 14 World Series championships or Japan Series championships. 1958, and this is going to tie in shortly, Central League Rookie of the Year, 5-time Central League MVP, 4-time Japan Series MVP. I mean, dude, baseball, member of the Japanese Baseball Hall of Fame, induction 1988. So first off, thank you, Brant. Incredible. And so, of course, I had to go out and buy some cards. And I went to eBay and I had cards in my hand in like 3 days. And this is one of them. And this ties in so well with my collection, as you can see. I love the playing cards. I love, the different symbols they have on there, and the clubs and the hearts and the spades, and it's just awesome. And the diamonds, and you got a spade here, and it's his second year playing card, and it's a playing card, and I don't need PSA. Didn't need a PSA copy. So this was like, I want to say 15 or 20 bucks tops. It's bent, but it's an awesome card. Look at the back. I mean, dude, less than 20 bucks. 1959 hand cut. I put authentic hand cut. JGA5 as I was labeled. I don't know everything about this card and how it came. It's paper thin. I do know that. But I loved the card the second I saw it. So I picked out the best centered copy I could find. And they were all so inexpensive that I was just like, wow, okay, I'm just going to find one. I couldn't see the creases when it was on eBay, but it didn't matter. It's a hand cut. And the colors are beautiful, and it was not expensive. Not graded by PSA. I bet you they've never even graded this card. It's probably a Pop 1. It's a Pop 1 in DoubleD grading. So let's put this. Let me raise this up because this is going to get really fun just to share these ones. All right, raised it up. I mean, dude, let's put this where it belongs, okay? And I put you guys higher so you can see this set up right here. Oh, I had this all envisioned in my head. Oh, duh. That right there. I mean, I've been playing with these cards all week long. I pulled all these out. I've been playing with them all week long. I just like this. Like, I know it sounds insane. Like when you're a kid and you play with your figurines by yourself. I sit in here and I have a couple text threads. They're lucky I don't send text threads all the time. Every once in a while I can't help it and I just like, I do a DoubleD dump on them, I text them a whole bunch of cards that I just slapped up or cards I'm looking at and vice versa. Mangini does a Mangini dump I always talk about. Like, dude, he'll send a text thread with like 25 cards and it's the Mangini dump and you go ding, 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 ding. I love playing with my cards. I like setting them out like this. Look at how cool those two cards are together. That card, and then the 3 players to go with it right in front. Hideki Matsui, Shigeo Nagashima, Sadahara O. And now let me show you one more card that I picked up. And that happens to be Shigeo Nagashima's rookie card in a Menko set. Now, here's a problem with the slab. And I didn't even realize this until like 20 minutes ago. I literally did not realize that I made the label wrong on this one. So I'm going to have to redo the label. So disregard the name. I was researching at the time and it doesn't matter. I messed up on the name on this one. I got the first name right, and then for some reason, I was on Murakami. I don't know. He's our mayor over here where I live, and I'm not sure if I was like on Instagram, and he was up there while I was doing the labels. But look at this card. Is that insane? Oh, let's put this guy back. Nagashima's rookie card. 1958 Manko. This was another $20 purchase. Give or take $5. Paper loss. I got the one that I thought was most centered and had the brightest, most beautiful looking colors. And there was a few others to choose from. I mean, this card in O's is really expensive. And this one, it was nothing. And look at that thing. So I was so stoked that Brent sent me that card. So it sent me on the hunt to a player that I should be collecting. And then when I go to the National this year and I see Robert there, I can buy some more players. I got another player to collect. And I have so many questions for Robert when I get there and deep diving in on some of these cards. I just love these cards. Love these Manko cards. They come in sheets and you cut them out. It's a game. Look at that. Is that awesome or what? I mean, a rookie card? Like, you kidding me? That is just crazy. For like nothing. Because I slabbed it up myself. If I would have waited and as long as I possibly could to find one that was graded, man, like this. This is a Pop 1 in PSA. I bet you Robert probably found this, or they found this and it was in a box, and there could have been 50 of them. I don't know. One got sent to PSA, and I have the only one ever existed. And I paid, I think it was $100. It gave me $50 off my order, and I had 2 cards. So this thing, like $20. If I were to grade this and send this off, and then it's like, does it become that much more valuable on the market? Yeah, I think it does, and I think a lot of things are silly like that, and I'm turning the corner on that, and I'm understanding it more and more since I've been on YouTube. Like, I'm using my own eyes a lot more than I ever have ever. Forget the grade. As long as it's coming from a trustful source, a collector and trust, and you can buy some awesome stuff. So, all right, let's keep rolling. Thank you, Brent. Just an awesome part of my collection, the home run record, which I love, a part of it here in Japan. And then my players I'm collecting, absolutely awesome. So let's jam it. Let's go on to the next card, because I got a lot more cards to share. And I could spend another hour playing with these ones, just organizing them, flipping them around. Just ridiculousness. I know, but when I was a kid, like, I had Legos. I just sit around and play with my Legos. I just organize things, organize my cards all over the house, everywhere. Photo albums, you name it. All right, let's get right into more DoubleD slabs, reveals. Let's stick with vintage for the moment. And let's keep going with these insane, since I shared this with you guys. Put that right there. Doesn't fit that way. Bam, like that. Another one from that series, which I absolutely love. You guys know I love these World Series cards. This one, 1968 Topps, number 158. I put 5, stain, centering 86. And what was the centering on the other one? 77. Really nice centering on this one. 86 is really, really good. Better than most 9s, most PSA 9s, this centering. Beautiful baseball card. I love the celebration. It's just awesome. I mean, it's just awesome. And now that I get to go upgrade all these into my collection, it just keeps adding so much fun to this hobby and the way I'm going, and I'm just learning so much. Like, I know it sounds funny, I might not be learning. Yeah, I mean, I'm learning a ton about everything, all shapes and forms. Just my opinions are changing. I think that's what life's about and what cards are about. Opinions changing and being open to new things and new ways of going about life and in this hobby itself and collecting. All right, let's get you guys up more close and personal again. Bring you guys in here because I got some glorious cards to share. Okay, right there. There we go. Shout out to Roo Dog Mark. Gave me this at the National last year. Bobblehead. It hasn't been showing because I dropped it and broke the head off. I had to super glue him on. I was so bummed. So he's been hiding out, but I super glued him on. He actually still bobbles. So pretty stoked on that. I fixed it. That from my buddy Mookie. This is what he sent me, and he said in the note, I opened this literally on Christmas Day. Removing the idol, it reminded him of me going for centered cards. Boom, he has to switch out perfect weight. I love it. It's awesome. My wife found that letter that he wrote because I ripped it apart, and she's like, wait, that's a letter. Put it back together. All right, next card, DoubleD slab. Oh yeah, we're doing vintage. Let's go vintage, boys. Dude, I bought my first purchase on Whatnot. It took me like 6 hours to find a centered card on Whatnot over the last month. It takes me long on eBay as well. I could go a whole week and not find a card that I want to buy that's centered, unless you're on there 24 hours a day. But I did find this, and this is 100 centering. It's the only 100 centered card I have in my collection on vintage. I literally took out my loop because I'm like, there's no way it's that good. I measured here, under that, on top of that. Dude, it's crazy, right? But look at this card, Nolan Ryan, 1978 Topps. Cost me like $3 or something, $5. I jumped at it. I had free money on there as well. And now it's in my collection. Now I can display it on my wall, 1978. Shout out to Ken's Cardboard. He's making this set right now. Same with John Wade Boggs fan. But Ken just kind of started, and he's doing the graded form. So Ken, maybe you should start thinking about buying some slabs and making them yourself. And buying them ungraded, super inexpensive. Maybe you are. Not sure. Next card. Oh man, I keep grabbing this one. Dude. Next one. 1969 Topps. Sporting News, Willie McCovey. Centering, 87. Good centering. Not perfect. Probably even overgraded the centering on this. Probably more like an 84. You look at a card, I break out the loop, I'm counting things, and it's so fun. It's so fun because it's not a perfect system 1 to 100 because it's more of a scale based. It's not, if it's 20, 30, it's this, it's 80 or it's 20. No, it's eye appeal base 1 through 100. 100 being the greatest eye appealed centered card and 1 being the worst. So if you have a miscut is 1. That's where it begins. A miscut is 1, and it goes on from there. Kind of how my scale works. But I love this card, and I was so stoked to upgrade it into my actual collection that I can display proudly on my wall. Everyone collect how they like. Centered is my jam. You guys got to do what you want to do. But I'm just taking you along for the journey and sharing with you guys how my collection's going. And this 1971 Topps Jim Palmer was in my collection. And oh wait, did I buy this on Whatnot too? I think I bought this on Whatnot as well. I think I bought this on Whatnot. Because I bought 3 cards. The same dealer somehow had 3 nicely centered cards. 1 I'm giving away. And I'm not going to share that one. But picked this one up for myself for a couple bucks. Graded a 4, 95 centering. It is worn. It's the 71 Topps, got the black borders, but I don't need a 7 in a Jim Palmer from 1971 Topps. I just don't need it. And when this is on my wall and it's displayed, this is 7 inches from the camera. When this is 1 foot away from my eyeballs, because any closer, it pretty much goes to a blur, before 6 inches. On my wall, this is perfect. Graded this a 4. Just love it. Absolutely love it. Another one I upgraded is this epic, the greatest Angels card. And look at how cool the label is. 50th buyback anniversary, gift from Shane Shoebox Legends. I could put anything I want on these labels. PSA, they won't even let you put what you want on the labels. Look at that Angels card. It's just so sick. Oh, it's awesome. It is awesome. And this scan takes you to my channel. Takes you to my channel. And all these are scanned in high res, and I have scans of every card. Not that these are going to go on the market and sell and like, oh yeah, these are for my collection. One day, and sure, I'll sell one randomly here, there, and whatnot. One day, I bet you I will be selling all of these other ones, especially when I find upgrades of these. When I find one that's ungraded and in perfect, it looks perfect, like everything looks really good, and it's $15, I buy it, and then I would sell this in the slab. That could happen. Do I expect this to get as much as a PSA 4? No, of course not. But 10 years? Absolutely could be a possibility. PSA 4 is like $12. Why couldn't that be $12? I feel like I get $12 for that today. So I think this opens Pandora's box in my mind for grading, because why do I love graded cards? Because they have value, they hold value, they're a place to store value because they guarantee their grading. In the lower things, I don't need a guarantee, but if I have a reputable source, and the second reason I love grading, probably the most important is, now for me, is just the looks of the graded card, the way they have the information displayed, being in a slab. When I die, everything is organized and set up so one push of a button, everything can be sold. So simply. And I think having your own slabs organized in your own system is just as easy as having a PSA slab. Yeah. Will I get, say 10 years from now, will I get a PSA 4 price? If I don't, it doesn't matter. I'll still get the price that I paid for this card plus whatever a DoubleD or your own personal collection is worth at that time, when you're a trustworthy person that people buy cards from, or if you're not, you're just in the hobby with other friends. So I know I'm going deep on that, but I truly think this is a game changer, you guys. I'm so excited about it. So let's continue on with more pickups because of that. Because of this, oh man, this is sick right here. Gosh, this is sick. Wally Joyner right here. Another one from Shane Shoebox Legends with the top stamp. I shared this. Now I'm putting this aside because there's one I really want to share, which I just shared the other day. There it is. Oh yeah, we got some goodies. Dude, how good does this look? This Wally Joyner in one of my slabs? Yeah, I think so. From Doug DK Cardboard Childhood Collection. Does it get any better than this? I mean, how good does that look in this thing? So shiny and glossy and beautiful. I would have spent $25 on a PSA 9 of that. Why would I do that? I mean, obviously I wouldn't now since Doug gave me that, but prior it's like, holy smokes. Another really fun thing is I always said I was going to get this slabbed up. This Jaws card that I pulled on a pack during a YouTube show that I was filming for myself. And I said what card I wanted to get, and this is the card, and I got it, and it had gum stuck to the back, and I said, I'm going to send that in to get slabbed. I'm going to slab that up one day. I did it. I got those 55 points, and it fits perfectly in there. Slabbed it up. We got gum on back, centering 3. It's a 3 for centering. See? So you can see it's not quite miscut, but it's very close. So this gets a 3 on centering. Look at this look at this sticker. It's awesome. Look at that shark. I mean, is that awesome or what? I would have spent $15 back then if somebody would have slabbed this up or I sent this in, but I didn't have to. $2. And now I've got it forever. A great memory. It doesn't fit in there. It's awesome. Awesome stuff. All right. Next card. Look at this shine. Look at this Ichiro. Goes with the collection I had out earlier. Japanese players, Japanese league before coming here. This is a 2003 Topps Chrome Gold Refractor, numbered 425 out of 49. This is 1 in 8 packs to get a gold refractor. Sounds a lot, but there is only a couple of refractors harder than this to pull during that year. And you still have to pull the right card. 1 in 8 packs, plus all the commons. You know, this is the 800 cards probably in the set. I just love this card. I think I paid $120 for this, ungraded. Came back an 8. I love it. Came back an 8 on my thing, centering 90. Got the number on the back. And this goes with my collection of, I want one Topps Chrome gold card of every, let me move some cards, every single year Topps Chrome existed. I want one Topps Chrome card from every year Topps Chrome started. And I want a gold version since they started doing golds. And I can't remember exactly what year that is, but I did win this in the last couple weeks. $298, I believe. Yeah, it's a big one. This is 2002 Topps Chrome Ichiro Gold Refractor Rookie Cup. Love this. Love having this card. And I have quite a few of the run going for Ichiro and Pujols comboed. But I'm open to other players as well to finish my desire one day. I just really want to have one of, and this one's so much shinier in this lab. Can't tell with that light on it. It's just insane. I just can't wait to have one of every Topps Chrome so I can get the design and it all be gold or some other special card will just be awesome. I don't plan on getting there overnight. Not going to happen. But I'm excited about it. I've got 2 more cards to share. One card that I talked about last time, but I didn't realize how special it was. Aaron Judge. This is the UK, Topps UK. This one's numbered 62 out of 75. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag because I have a friend who's going to share a card. I don't know if he did yet or not. That is really special like this too. It's not special for most people, and does it bring other value? I don't know, but to me it's so awesome because I didn't realize it when I bought this for like $8. Numbered 62 of 75. My favorite modern card I collect. Aaron Judge's home run record of 62 home runs, and this one's numbered out of 62. I just love it. I'm so stoked. I don't need to buy this in PSA. Imagine trying to find this or SGC or whatever. I got this thing in my own slab right here. It's insane. I know what it is. I know what it's worth. It's perfect the way it is. Last card, guys. It's a Mickey Mantle. And it's one that I'm trying to do all the Topps cards. One card from every Topps in gold. And this one in particular is just an awesome Mickey Mantle card. One of my favorite Mickey Mantle cards. In all honesty, that photo, I would love to get the black version. That's numbered out of 71, I think it is. Oh my gosh. But this was $20. You can buy them on eBay. There's plenty of them. But they have a lot of shine to them. They look like gold. 2008 Topps Mickey Mantle base card. I gave this a 9. 1 in 9 packs you get a gold card. You see the little serial number there? Right there. Just awesome. That's what I got for you guys tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I have so much fun going through my cards and upgrading them into these awesome slabs. And I just encourage you guys to look into it yourself. You can do your own labels. You don't need a wife that does all this stuff. The Mag Slab guys, I'm not sponsored by them whatsoever. You don't get anything from this. They will create your own labels. I don't know what it costs and everything, but they will do it. And I don't think it's very expensive. So I really highly recommend you guys doing this and check it out. And in the meantime, thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. Thanks for leaving comments. Tell me what your favorite card was of the night. And keep collecting. Don't be influenced. Be inspired.